Hi, everybody. I am back, and it is day 7 of December Daily 2025. And this is going to be a page regarding shopping in stores. I have not done much shopping in stores lately as far as Christmas shopping goes. Typically, I do most of my shopping on Amazon because my daughter has an Amazon wish list. I also shop on eBay and some other places. I try to do it that way just because I don't really like going out shopping for gifts because or during Christmas just because I find it hard to find what they want. And if she has an Amazon wish list, I'll just use that. I know it's not quite as much of a surprise if I'm pulling things off of her Amazon wish list, but at least I know she wants them. I have bought enough presents in the past for her that I thought she might like, and she either doesn't use, doesn't play with, doesn't wear, whatever it might be. So at least if I'm going to be buying off her Amazon wish list, I have a much better chance of her actually utilizing whatever gifts she gets. But I do go out shopping and get a few things that she doesn't know about, but I know for sure that she's going to like them. She's really, really, really into Garfield, like super, super into Garfield. Like she is a fanatic about Garfield. And there's been a lot of things that she has collected over the years and she loves, but Garfield has probably been the one thing that she has had the most passion and drive to purchase and has the longest lived interest in. So she actually wants to get two Maine Coon cats and get an orange one and name it Garfield and get a gray one and name it Nermal, which I think is cute. Sometime later on when she moves out, we have cats now. We do not need any more cats, but that is what she wants to do when she has her own place, which I think is cute. But anyway, back to the layout here. I am just using a lot of things from the Make It Merry, I believe, kit from Tracy Reed. And I'm also pulling some things out of my stash. That season card is, or Tis the Season card is from, I think, an old Allie Edwards kit from quite some time ago. I have not bought an Allie Edwards December Daily kit in quite some time, but I thought that card was perfect. It was the nice color, and I thought the Tis the Season was a good kind of title, if you will, for this very, very, very long line that I was in, which, again, another reason why not to shop in stores is the lines. I think this time it was actually because they were having kind of like a sale where the proceeds for the books and things that you bought went to a school in the area, and maybe that was why it was so busy. But oh my gosh, it was insane. I think I waited in this line like 30, 40 minutes. I don't even know. But there was something my daughter wanted, and I was already in line. I'm like, well, it's going to go fast. It won't be that long. And by the time I was realizing, well, no, it is going to take forever, I had already been committed too long. I was not going to get out of line. So I just stayed. Of course, during this time, my daughter calls me saying she has a really, really bad migraine and she needs me to pick her up at work because she's afraid to drive home with it. So that was happening as well. So that kind of made me a bit more anxious to try to get through the line a little faster, but it was all good. They only had like maybe two people checking out for quite some time, and then they brought a third person over. Some people were really aggravated in line. I don't know. I mean, it's a little annoying, but whatever. It's just it's good. It's what it is. What it is. I'm not gonna get super upset that I had to wait, but it would have been nice if they had a few more people working. But anyway, I am now trimming out these things. I did put the white border around the little present flag and then this holiday hustle and bustle because I thought it needed to kind of separate from the background a little. I don't know, for whatever reason, it seemed like it was blending in a bit more. And then this one I thought was still blending in, so I'm going to glue it on to this piece of printable paper that I got from the Tracy Reed collection, and I like the pink background and I think it makes it pop a bit more. And I thought the sentiment was perfect because I am in this extremely long line at Barnes& Noble. It's funny too because we were just at Barnes& Noble maybe like a day or two before that in the evening and there was like no one in the store and I was wondering like, man, is Barnes& Noble going to be around very much longer? There's like no one here. And then I came this day and I was like, holy cow, there's so many people. It was a weekend and I think the other time we came was like during like a Tuesday or something. But yeah, I was super surprised at how long the line was. So yeah, I like that a lot better. I think that pops a bit more, and I think the dark pink looks nice because I have some dark pink bows in the background. And then I have some of this other die cuts and things that I'm layering on the page. And I will end up doing my journaling on the Tis the Season card, again using my vintage typewriter. I will actually do it this time on to some vellum, and I use my Xyron. Who has used that in a while? Last, what, 2 layouts ago, I used Stickles, which I haven't used in like forever, and now I'm pulling out my little Xyron sticker maker. When's the last time you guys used that? I totally forgot how awesome that is for these strips for when I do my journaling. I don't know why I have not pulled it out. The reason why I was thinking about it is because I did it in vellum and I didn't want the glue to show through. Like a lot of times, like liquid glue and stuff will kind of look funny behind vellum. So I pulled it out. I'm like, oh my God, like why haven't I been using this whole time? Again, don't know if they still make the Xyron sticker makers. I think they do, but I think I'm going to be using that for my journaling from now on. It's so much easier than using my liquid glue and my tweezers and all that, and it just has the sticky on the back already by doing that. That's what I'm going to do. So again, back to the layout. I keep going on tangents today for some reason. I don't know why, but I have decided to punch out some scallop circles with an old Stampin' Up! Punch. I really wanted something to anchor down some of those embellishment clusters, and I thought that was the perfect opportunity to do that. And I like the green too. I felt like I needed a little bit more green in this layout, so I do end up using that green paper. Again, that's from the Tracy Reed collection, and it's just the plain paper. Gluing everything down now. I like how it's looking. I added a couple different little um, embellishments here and there. I added this little flower. I added some of the starburst in the bottom left, and I just really like how this is turning out. So now I'm going to carefully, because I don't know, me being anal, I have to have it exactly like I had it. I'm not very good at just laying things down and being okay with it. I feel like I have to place everything dry first and then glue everything together and then do it like this where I'm kind of layering it together just to make sure it is exactly the way I want to place it. Especially this liquid glue too. You can't really move things around once you glue it down, especially this art glitter glue. It is like pretty much instantaneously stuck down. So I really like how that looks. I'm just going to glue this whole cluster now to the bottom left-hand corner of the journaling card. Oh, first I forgot. I needed to actually put some string through my tag. Don't like my tags being naked, so I will do that. I'm going to put an eyelet on. I think I pull the black, yes, the black, which I thought would look nice with the season word on the journaling card. I will put that on using my Crop-A-Dile, and then I will put some ribbon, I think, through it. I think I end up using some pink grosgrain. Is it grosgrain? No. What is it called? Rickrack. Some pink rickrack, which I thought would be cute. Again, something else I've had in my stash for like forever, trying to pull that stuff out. I really have gotten a little bit better about using my stash. I just haven't been crafting a lot. I know I've mentioned this in, I think, an older video of my December Daily series, but man, crafting as far as like for myself, like this kind of thing or journaling, I have just been not doing much of it. I haven't scrapbooked like true 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 scrapbooking. Oh, I don't even know how long. I have been making lots of journals and embellishments and things like that for my Etsy shop, which I've really, really enjoyed. But doing things like this, where I'm using like just my general stash to do layouts and things, I haven't done in forever. And I have found though now that when I do work on them, I do tend to use up my stash more and I'm not as afraid to use stickers and things. I have this ribbon, some of this ribbon I've had in my stash. Oh my gosh, like for eons, like eons. I just need to use it. It's so ridiculous. Or I need to sell it or I need to bring it to one of my crops to share with other folks. And actually, I have just found a huge box of stuff that I'm going to be sharing with people at our January crop that we have in a couple weeks because I had looked for it. I didn't know where I did with it, and I found it. So I am going to be bringing that to the crop because we do have like a free table where we do share our stash, things that we won't use anymore, but other people would. And I find stuff on the table all the time, and I'm happy to bring some of my stuff I don't use to share. Now, just gluing everything down. Now that I got the rickrack on, I did use some 3-in-1 glue to keep the rickrack together. I didn't want to tie it because the way that that texture is, it's not going to sit very nicely. So I ended up just kind of gluing them together, and then I will add a little bit of glue here on the back just to make sure the rickrack just stays where I want it to stay. I didn't want to flop it around too much. After I hold this down for a couple seconds to make sure it's going to stick, I do end up putting a little punch on it that weighs it down just enough to keep it in glue on the page. And then I am done. You can see here I did the journaling with the vellum, and that is it. Here are some still photos at the end. Thank you, and if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Talk to you again very soon with day 8. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.